yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing of starting with my head, thinking clear my head, clear my mind, no intentions, no pre-thought, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, set this up. I'm trying to blank out and just follow all the principles. I'm not trying to preempt anything. Every time I preempt something, I get hit by something. So I'm like, no pre-thoughts, I'm just clearing my mind. At the same time as clearing my head, I'm moving my head. My head's not in the middle on anything. So like, that's the number one thing for me is head.
Yes.
Then off that, the next thing for me is shoulders and hips. And that's equal with the hand. So like hand, got to make sure the hand placement's like tight and on the body. Not even in front of the body. Like I want it like on my side of my ribs. So that if I'm here, I can pull back and it doesn't get hit. I don't want this in front here. Too often I turn sideways or pull back and it flares it out and it gets nicked. So I got to make sure the hands are way back. But the shoulders and the hips need to be moving as well. Doesn't have to be at the same time. Sometimes my shoulders will be square as I'm doing stuff, but and same with my head moving, but eventually it's moving and rolling with the head, the shoulders and the hips as well. And then of course the footwork, and that's also to do with the range. So I'm ticking all that off, and that's just kind of our normal principles and normal defense. Once I've done all of that and spent at least a few minutes just checking, I can do the star, go in and out, largo, media, make sure that I can get close to quarto, but don't have to commit to it. But I just want to make sure tighten up and thinking about the forearms. You brought it up before, that lean. You know, that lean and that point. Anytime we even for a second pointed away, even if I was here and pointed up and then went back to here, you'd hit me in the transition between, and then pretend it's in that chain link fence.
Even if I don't hit you, it was more the counter.
Yeah, well, like you used to cut yourself on my block, where now you could, in that moment it's pointing up, you can power through and get me and not get cut.
Yeah.
So
well, you've got to be close for the counter, otherwise we're missing the counter every time.
So I'm like working from the head down, which is the opposite of boxing and Muay Thai, where I usually work from the base up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it feels very floaty because of that, and I feel like the upper half of the body's independently moving to the bottom half a lot of the time. And then the hand can be its own thing as well, so you could have almost 3 moving parts going. Makes it really hard to read broken rhythm. You're doing your little swagger really well. If we tick all of that off defensively, then it's the TOWS acronym, the TOWSS. So tighten the openings, go wider, and slow the speed. So I'm like, but I was just saying before with the camera off, every time I before went wide or slowed the speed, I do it too close and go wide and get hit. Or I go too slow and get hit. The thing that was meant to be the bait opening is just a real opening. So I'm like, I've added that tighten the openings first, so that before we do it, don't try and go wide or slow from here. Make sure everything's tight, make sure everything's close, and you can scratch the chin first. Then you can go wide, and then come straight back to tight and pointed and stuff. Same with the slow ones. You can do slow ones, but then we're coming all the way back with everything. We're not being lazy with it. Anytime I didn't add the tight openings first, I got hit. But when I do the tight openings and then go wide and slow the speed, that's where I really start to get the psychological timing on people, and I trick them into helping me. Everyone goes, man, I watched you roll me. I knew what you were doing. And I was like, good. Because I'm like, I know Ray's doing it to me and I still can't stop it. And I'm like, that's the most impressive thing. I'm going, I know what you're doing and I hate it. So that's my goal. Like, it's easy on an untrained person or a lower rank because they don't know what's going on and you just do it. But it's worse when you see someone that understands it and they're going, you're tricking me anyway. Like,
but I still want to go.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, well, once again, get all the movement down first. Make sure it's tight. I need to get this hand involved a little bit more. That's my next thing. If I can tick off all the defense and feel all right with the toes thing going in and out and the wide slow, then my next goal is to get this hand involved a bit more. But I'll see how
it's
that goes.
hard because we're trying to do
I'd rather get the forearm bumps first before I try any of that.
Yeah, than trying that.
Yeah, the timing of it's quite hard and this is very fast and in range. So yeah. I am doing almost mostly just runoff.
Yeah, that's right.
I will potentially go to this, but probably not till the toes.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to start with the head, work all the way down, and when I get to the tighter openings wide and slow, then I might start doing back to this. So for the first couple minutes, no way. Yeah. Something up in the first 2 movements. No, wait. Let's fix that. Yeah. Don't even think about offense, Josh.
It's too close. Very good, very good.
Hey, I tested it and then went, I'm gonna disconnect because you look ready.
I thought, oh, here we go.
You looked excited and I'm like, nah,
I recognise all this.
Right idea with the change of range, but wrong timing because you're ready.
Yeah.
But that's why we test it and don't just dive in.
It was good.
And usually I take one step back, but then realise if I come that close, one step back is kind of media, so 2 steps back is largo to outer range.
Yeah.
So I was like, I needed the extra one.
Well, I was getting the green light to follow.
I think you followed me for the 1, but not the 2nd, and then you went, he's out of range.
Yeah. I thought you were going to stop.
And that following was a safe follow, because you didn't follow with your hands, and you didn't come up and look all excited. You just casually followed me with your feet. If I didn't realise and didn't do the disconnect properly, you would have got me.
Yeah. It was definitely a green signal.
If I drove in, you would have got me, and if I didn't exit properly, you would have got me. You were ready. I saw that. But yeah, the thing I did right at the beginning, I did exactly what I did. 1, phone up, it went down. In the first 2 seconds, I went, fuck, I just mentioned that. So I was like, all right, my whole thing is I want that tip forward. So I was like, I'm like really thinking about
I am too.
And I've been stepping out and I've been seeing you see this, and I've seen you go to load it, and I'm almost rolling too early because you see that it's now lined up, and you're going, oh, I'm going to hit that, and you cancel. Oh my, I need to hold the roll back a little bit longer. I think I was saying before, when we go too far over, I need to be more narrow for a minute when I can tell you're coming around. The problem is if you then switch to stabs, now being too narrow maybe lets me get hit.
You can't get around it.
Yeah, there's always one strength is another weakness.
Yeah, but it's true, if you lean too far you get stuck as well.
Yeah, well same once again, same as the back sack thrust.
Yeah.
I need to let you go for the shot before I time the defense.
Completely.
So I'm flashing the opening, but then rolling and then showing the defense before you've thrown properly. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's looking good. I'm not seeing any crazy openings.
No, but still tempting enough to...
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm ticked off maybe 60% of my defense, I feel. Like I've now attempted a closer one. I'll do a little bit more of the mid and closer to see how I feel. See if I get nicked or anything falls off. If not, then I'll start doing the toes. You don't have to use my acronym. Oh, it's just something to keep in my head, because I kept forgetting the tight on the openings, and I was like, oh, something I'm missing. Can't be important. Bang. Oh, it was important. Even the order I was doing it in, I kept tightening at the end and going, oh, I should have done that earlier. Yeah. I pulled a reaction and I was like, I was actually in range, damn it.
Yeah. I was getting ready, I thought, here we go.
I almost went for the throat as well.
Yeah.
Because I saw you, like, you put it out as good bait, and I'm going for that and going, that's a trap. And then as I pulled back, it just did the spike.
Well, I moved my head,
yeah.
But I was worried about you.
It looked like that was going to go, which is what I got on you before, I think. I got like a slash and you went over my shoulder.
But I was still worried about you coming down after that.
Ah, yeah.
I thought you were going to come down on me.
But once again, after you've done that slip, if you can just get that hand
in
there.
Was.
Here we
go.
No, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've almost come off and almost done it, but then I think I've gone here and gone, oh, that's coming around. And once again, like, if you'd held that back for a tiny bit, I maybe would have gone for that.
Yeah.
And then that could have, no. It's a hard timing.
It's hard because we're getting so close.
Yeah.
Like, it's close enough to touch now.
Yeah.
But it's still worth fake.
I came off for the offense and I only just pulled it back in time.
Yeah.
It's raised spike defense.
Yeah, it's the old, you bring your hand back on and cut it, so it was good.
But it's funny because usually I'd say pointing it up is wrong, but you were coming over, like down towards my neck, and I was already like crouched. I was out here, so it felt right to point the tip towards your hand.
Definitely. Well, because you just brought it back to your hand, which you're supposed to.
Yeah.
That naturally gives it that defense just for a second. So.
I felt if I rolled, it'd be almost perpendicular and power through it.
Yeah.
Like if you did that downward one that you did or whatever, if I was like this, that's gonna get me. Yeah. So that's why I went that way instead. Going, I need to get rid of that. Like, and I'm hoping that if it does slide off, then I'll roll towards it. Because it could slide off either side, so you don't really know which way it's going to go until after you hit it.
Yeah, it's just pure defense, defensive load.
Yeah, so the tip forward and tightening made me feel safer with the angles.
Yeah.
And I started doubling and doing stuff like that, where I was like, instead of me just floating in, floating out, I go here and do an extra one.
Yeah, extra couple on
and
the
then
side.
Little zigzag.
Yep.
Bring it back.
And then try open.
Just change and change. And go a little bit wider and like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing it with the hands probably as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the toes. That was good. I need to stop just dodging that though.
Yeah,
I should select that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Or even actually, I don't think the slot could work as well with the knife because you got less guide. Like you usually got a big guide along the spine into the thumb. So like if you did that like you've got that. But I think a lot of time I'd actually prefer to almost like, can I carry and go
It
through?
depends on your movement. If you can move forward with it,
that would actually do a forehand circular.
No, I didn't
was it backhand?
Yeah, I just started off.
No, that's fair. If it was I was thinking it was the forehand.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah. But it's because as you went for that, I feel like I've gone like almost like roof block and sucked it back. But then it's such a similar movement as if I could almost knock that through. And then, but usually it'd be safer timing it in the middle of the weapon and then sliding down, pulling back, and then coming in with everything. But it's such a small, fast weapon that I don't know, you could easily miss the timing on it. Yeah. So I
can come down and straight up.
I think there I wouldn't even go for my knife. I'd use my forearm.
Yeah.
So if I just treat it as if it's empty hand and just come through with everything.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, as you did it, my instinct was, I'm like, I should have actually gone in.
Yeah, but see how you're coming forward now?
Yeah, but I had that forward because I sucked backwards. Yeah. So I did this. And I was like, because I had that lean. Yeah. So I was like, if instead of me pulling this up, I just did that same thing with my feet. So I'm like, I did that, where I should have done that. My feet and everything was actually in the right position.
Well, you've done it, my darling. Yeah, we did a few things on
I was just sucking it back and I was like, oh, that's okay if I capitalize on it, but I didn't. So I'm like, if I ever need to suck that back and time something, or I'd be better off actually coming forward. Because even if I didn't get that, it's like, say I went here.
Oh yeah, you're still out here.
And like, you might not even lash out, but it just once again, just makes it like, So I'm like, maybe once you feel me come in with that, you're going to roll and face me as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll come in here. So you're now going to go, oh crap. And that's it. And now it's here.
Yeah, somebody gets this.
That's what I mean. Whoever doesn't have the tip forward, doesn't do the roll, is going to get in trouble. You're going to match that height very like rapidly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same.
Always reset my principles.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll go to the toes. And like, I don't know, defense first.
Not yet.
But at least the tightened openings at the beginning.
Yeah. I hadn't pulled back far enough.
I think you dodged the first one, but you went for an offense.
Yeah.
You thought I passed and I went under.
Right. Yeah. Didn't feel right.
You're good. Made me flinch there.
I wasn't going to follow you doing this.
It doesn't look open.
Yeah.
They look loaded. So I just want the defense down first. Hey, didn't get cut.
Damn, that was close.
I think it was like outside forearm or something.
I just parried it on.
I was like, mate, I don't think
I nearly got this as well.
Yeah, wait, no, you didn't get me, and I didn't get any lethal stuff on you. Like, good movement.
Yeah, that was close.
Because we're both in range, but you've kept your feet moving, but it wasn't just your feet. You rotated your shoulders through your head off the line whilst doing simultaneous movement, hands, feet, everything independent.
Yeah,
nice.
I only got to here, but I felt like if I overextended, I was in trouble.
And that's in that situation there where you feel it get tighter and it comes up. That's where we need to stay and roll.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, in that situation, whoever doesn't, and if you bail and step backwards, then I can follow and do something.
Yeah, after those two, I should have stayed.
Man, both of us could have. Yeah, we both did the right thing, but then we both went, oh, and congratulated ourselves. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, we're going to make sure that we can still capitalize on it.
Going.
When the other person goes, oh, that was crazy, hit them. Yeah, because every time I've gone, oh, that was so cool, I dodged something of Ray's, he's killed me like 2 beats later.
Yeah,
because I'm like, he's seen us celebrate in our movement, and like just so like we both did the celebratory, like, oh, that was really good movement, and then like
stood up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the right stuff.
No celebration,
which is encouraging. Once again, this is hard. It's such a small thing to be behind.
Yeah.
Lots of pivoting, lots of tight movement, but it's tight. It's hard because you also, if you get planted, it's so quick.
I can feel that.
It's playing a game of jabs, and the first jab wins that lands. Yeah. It's a crazy game to play. But that's always been the goal, being in the matrix. You had a slight gap in the middle. I was like, maybe on the circle.
Yeah, no. It was good.
So give me another sec, I'll pause that for 5. Alright, we've got like 25-30 minutes, so we'll do another 5 and then we'll switch to
definitely want to try,
Oh yeah, definitely get some katana going.
Yeah.
But this is good, because I was worried that this was falling off a little bit, but it feels fine.
Well, I was worried because we were doing so much of this.
Yeah, my instinct is to keep going back into the sword and shield style.
But I'm actually feeling okay.
It's only for long distance, and all the higher ranks are fighting much closer now.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, so that was my main thing today.
Yeah.
Make sure that felt alright.
Hey, mid-strike, I think, I should go like speed assist, and then as I do forward roll,
start,
and then I can...
Well, I've been doing that naturally.
Yeah. That's
like I've been falling and going, oh shit.
If anything, I'm trying to stop my natural instinct of going back into it.
Yeah.
Because it makes me want to do it and stay there.
Well, especially if your hand's out and you don't know where they are.
Yeah. It's too easy to do that and then it not come back up high, and then every time you do a speed assist, they know you're not locked up high and just power through. Yeah. But no, this is good, man. It was like knocked it away. I was like, oh,
it's getting closer. I tried.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I'm like, because it looked like you wanted to do a single.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
You shuffled in
first.
in your first movements. I went, oh crap, he's gonna dive. But then I saw you do like a fake, and I was like, oh, you're gonna do a single shot.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I can time it as you go for it, can I just knock it away?
Right.
And I was like, instead of going for the knife, I'm trying to get the hand.
Yeah,
because I'm like, this is maybe moving that, but see how I can still stay there. But that can actually move that, and they go, can I get over or something? But
no, I'd aim deeper. That's what I've been thinking.
It's the same with the solo spider and the dos manos, like the machetes and the katanas. Yeah. I'm using that bit just above the hand. Even with the big sword, I'm trying to have it here and lower. And as they go for it, that's the strongest part of the weapon. Yeah. I go bang, and it's just loaded. I'm in. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I don't plant everything else.
Yeah.
Everything else still has to keep moving. Head, shoulders,
Standing up,
like,
looking
yeah.
over the fence, going,
That's
what
it,
a
that's
legend.
it.
Yeah.
I still picture the Home Alone guy like looking over. I'm like, no,
How
get
good
under.
am I?
Yeah. I feel like we fist bumped.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think we got each other.
No, we were
I think
trying to do
we've
that.
gone past it almost.
Yeah, it was. It was a.
Oh, nice block.
I'm thinking block
You're getting used to me ducking it.
Yeah,
That was good. Because like you're now doing it. I saw that hand there that time, but I
Yeah.
was like, surely not. And as I have, you just casually just palmed it away.
yeah,
I was like, whether it's I do a backhand one,
Yeah.
but even if I do a stab, you're ready just to move it.
yeah.
So that's good. You've got it loaded as your mid strike, so
Yeah.
you don't have to move anything.
But it's good. I am focusing a lot more, like you said before, on the hands.
Yeah, and even then, it's not like you did it stationary with your body
Yeah.
with that as a push. You were moving.
Yeah.
So like, even if I did a fake to trigger that, your body wouldn't have been there.
Oh yeah, I can count.
You're
that.
already getting off the line.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, no, nice principles, man.
Full man through it, good.
And I'll keep going, like, can I lash out? I'm like, I feel like I'm just going to cut myself.
Yeah, well, I am. You're doing
Yeah.
this, and I just go every time. That's why I find it safer coming up and under.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when I just go for a headshot, that's always around.
Yeah, and sometimes as you go wide, they sometimes follow it.
Yeah.
And now
you
create
get a
gaps
chance.
for you, yeah.
Alright, yeah, and then we'll go.
Yeah. Oh, timing.
I looked
Nice.
at it.
Oh, did you get hit as well?
I looked
Damn
at
it. I was trying to time the parry and it hit my forearm, but it still scraped me.
I could hear
I was like, hold it here, don't just roll off the line. But
Yeah.
once again, I'm either rolling off the line and dodging too early, or I held it too long and got scraped. Like,
It's hard. I'm making sure it's straight.
yeah.
But as I'm doing that, the head sort of is here, or it
Yeah.
needs to do the extra.
I think we're throwing it too early. I think we still need to make the head go out more and then do it. 'Cause I think this has come out and then we're getting off.
Yeah, that.
We're getting hit.
Yeah.
But if we'd come around more first, and then I think we're throwing
Well,
the strike
there's
too early.
that, or if I do, it's hard, it's so quick. But if I did that and turn,
Yeah, yeah.
the turning always gives you that.
But even
extra
as you
range.
said, you went down the middle like that, it just turning
Yeah.
it slightly off the angle.
Just
also
keep
follows the number 5 principle of X, like change the line, because if I was going for it, probably miss then.
And I think that's why it's always a smiley face.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking smiley face, I start going into
whether
the
it's
right.
the wrist down or wrist up.
I go into the right position.
Like a Floretti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's just stabbed, even though I was slightly off, it's still directed.
Yeah. And even if I am going for that slice, I am still looking for
Oh
a stab
yeah, afterwards.
Like, I am looking for the Floretti stub, but the passive cuts are so nice.
Yeah.
That even if you don't get the stab a lot of time, you hit their hand.
Yeah.
And you can hit their neck as well.
Yeah. But I'm definitely straightening up with those.
Yeah.
So I've got to,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before. The head is my first thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm throwing the strike, I'm going, how close am I to my head? Am I on the middle? So I go, hey, I'm close enough, and I go, wait, I need to move off that. Yeah.
It's hard, it's so quick.
But once again, like I said before, even if something goes wrong, we know what it is a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So it's good. Like, I don't feel too rusty. I know we only took like a week off for like Christmas.
No, but there was a lot of principles we were
we
trying to
covered
get
a lot,
right.
and it's juggling a lot, and then the
Yeah.
changing in ranges is changing the entire checklist.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but honestly, it's feeling good.
But I couldn't find anywhere to bump your hands.
No, I was looking as well for it.
Yeah.
Like if someone overly committed to something, if we weren't pulling back on the second strike.
Yeah.
So if we went here and then turned for something, like once again, it's when this tip's not pointing. because that looks dangerous. Now it doesn't. And now you could bump and check it. Exactly. That's what I mean. We're not throwing those strikes.
In the old days, I would have slashed at your hand.
Yeah.
Now I wait, but
even your like vertical shots, if I come in low here, like back like even like 6 months ago, I think, as you come down on my head, I'd see like a hammer fist like this. Yeah. But you're pulling your body and your feet back, so even as that's coming forward, the tip's coming forward. Yeah. So it looks like this now instead of that. Yeah. Like, so before this, I'd see that coming. I'd be here and I'd go, oh, that's not so bad. And then just pick something and go through. I just make a frame and then drive up with my legs. And the frame didn't even have to be that good half the time. No, if you got because I went, well, it's pointed the opposite direction. I feel okay. Yeah. And like, once again, like you said, you just gotta be careful of something like coming backwards. If I do get that, is it gonna power through? Yeah. So like, once again, if I get that and then get off the line and move, and then once again, it feels fine. Yeah. But it's not like that anymore. No. Your tip's forward on everything. Yeah. Defense or offense, even those coming down, I'm seeing that and going, I'm gonna get hit there, and that's gonna retract as well, right? Yeah. But let's switch out to Dos Manos. That felt good. Cheers, man. Thank you. Oh yeah.